She dropped down and shook the whole world. Shot thumbs up like received thrown in. Comments went insane. Everybody knew Shaggy was playing. But when the truth hit back and the heat got near, it wasn't me. Blame the AI beer. She screamed out loud for the world to see. That's what Sean Carter done to me. She lied to me. She lied to you. Oh, stop here. And we got the proof. She tried to twist the story, remix the scene, set the box, frame her on the live street screen. And that fantasy that said, Jackie girl, take accountability. No code, no digital ghost, just Jackie talking wild, doing a mouse. Jackie stepped out talking like she held the world in her hands. Drop a story in the fire, hoping everybody take a stand. But everyone stay quiet when the truth starts pushing through. And perhaps you found her. She went looking for a different truth. Said the tape wasn't her voice. Said the wires got crossed somehow. Blame the ghost in the algorithm. When the heat came down, she cried. That's what Sean Carter done to me. Till the truth pulled up. Hey, and she changed her beat. She had one lost in that live stream screen. When she said it wasn't cheesy, but it was Trevor. The real question is, who the hell is Trevor? Yeah, she when the stakes got steep and the biggest lie Jackie would ever speak is when she said, that's what Sean Carter done to me. You got caught in your lie. That wasn't AI. And wasn't Trevor. Biggest lie she ever is when she said, that's what Sean Carter done to me. Yo, listen to me. That's gonna be a hit right there. That's the hit. That's that Trevor Green hit. Hey, y'all tap the screen, share the live, hit that thumbs up button, tap the screen, share the live. Hit that thumbs up button. You like to talk a lot of swag. You spy and lie, you boast. Don't see no thumbs up button. You gotta hit your face with all the facts. You gotta hit the three dots in the corner. You gotta hit those 3 dots in the corner, and then you're gonna see the thumbs up button. And then you just hit that thumbs up button. Or you can hit the thumbs down button. Just interact with the screen. They're gonna give me credit whether you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, I think. They want interaction. YouTube wants interaction with the screen. So all they want you to do is interact with the screen. We got our coffee. Hope everybody doing good out there. Hope everybody feeling good today. Is today Saturday? Oh no, today's Friday. May the 1st. Today is the 1st. May the 1st. Remember all of that. Showing off like you're in a pageant, bragging on about your status. Little do they know there's a real dark method to your madness. All the hate you brew inside. Tragic. From a monster to a victim, play the role so well. Dramatic, is that it? Moving on. Now it's time for me to work. Wave my magic wand. You know the power of my tongue. Let me show you how it's done. I do terrorize you for fun. Oh yeah, y'all make sure y'all send that message to Golden so I can get that account back. I found somebody else that'll use it. And they're not on YouTube, but they can use that account though. Demon be gone. You're a narcissist, can't hide it when it shows. Tied down by your traumas, now they won't let you go. You're a narcissist, a reaction is your theme. I'll just give you nothing. Once you lose that you're blame. You're a narcissist, it's always your way. It's your name. Doesn't matter what I try to say. Decline. You want what's mine. Try to bring me down, try to take me out, but you can't see my shine. You always want to start a fight. No rules, never can you lose, no clue to why you always gotta be right. Tell me why you're so uptight. If it's all for show, gotta let you go, gotta let you go. Dwell on it, your whole life. Get back, I don't want your static. Nothing but it repeated cycles. I understand you on your hand. Bring me you savage. Trying to pawn your pain on me. Send her with that package. Moving on. Now it's time for me to work. Wave my magic wand. No one can get through the dirt. Teach you right from wrong. When you're like a marathon. Once that you to karma, you're done. Demon be gone. So yesterday, right? We went up on Maggie's panel yesterday, right? And it just so happens that this Phantom person was up there, right? Now, Phantom seems to be getting so much information about us and what we're doing over here and so on and so forth. This Phantom person, he's making it seem like, oh, so many people coming to him, telling him about me and so on and so forth, which is crazy to me that this, however you look at it, Jaguar right sector, whatever sector you want to call this, how is my information getting passed on to this Phantom person who's supposed to be in the boxing community, I guess, right? But all of a sudden, he's getting so much information about me and so well informed on me, right? So highly informed on me. I just want to go back and listen to this because this dude, this is why I say they try to repeat the lie louder than the truth and make themselves sound like they right in it. So everything he said was him trying to antagonize, defamation of character, whatever he want to call it. It's him trying to, you know, hit those markers. Some of the things he said is creepy because that's why I said have a conversation with the alleged young woman, right? First he starts, hey, I don't think he is. First he starts this play on Maggie, where he tries to, well, da 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 da, and this, that, and the third. And then when I come up, he seems to know all of this information about me. Well, they said that you're doing this, and they said that you're doing that, and you're doing this in your Discord, and you're doing that. Never fact checked any of the stuff that he's sitting there rumbling his mouth about. Didn't fact check any of this stuff, but just ran his mouth about it, right? Because he wants to be a topic of conversation. He wants somebody to do a live about him so he can do a live about them and then have this back and forth. And then what he does, he's probably going to open up the panel. Everybody who knows about this Ralph character, come on up in the box. And now they got another page to rotate from. Whole time, he probably was somebody that was in our Discord in the first place. That. Then it's like, well, okay, so what other evidence is there? That's fine, but all I wanted to acknowledge is that my feeling of being creeped out. Let's get to the part where I come up, right? Now watch this. Watch how this dude tries to switch it up, right? When I get up there, he try to act like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What do you want? Right? Trying to play it off like there's no problem there. We know that these people got the list. We know that they all working together. We know all of this. I don't know no deal. What's the deal? He's calling me a narc because I think his platform is not neutral. Oh, that's not why. Your overall behavior that I've observed. No, you can point out to my behavior. The only behavior you have pointed out is that I don't think your platform is neutral. Well, your lack of empathy, your grandiose sense of self-importance, arrogance.
My lack of empathy because you crying because I showed your email.
No, I'm not saying, but you showed other people emails that led to them being doxxed. And
Did you cry?
Listen,
How are you feeling? And did that hurt you?
it's not, no.
somebody tell me, who is this phantom person? Why is he so sensitive? He don't want to show his face. It's like she's got the battle of the avatars going on over there. Everybody that she's arguing with is an avatar. Danny, Robert, avatar. Phantom, avatar. Snoopy, avatar. Well, Snoopy's not an avatar anymore. She showed herself now. But why has she got the battle of the avatars going on?
No, it's not necessarily my emails. I'm saying
Did you
All these anonymous characters. All these anonymous characters that's trying to judge people that's transparent. At least I'm a real person. At least I'm transparent about everything about me. This person is hiding behind this internet, behind a avatar, hiding everything about itself, but he's on judging everyone else that at least is showing their self and showing, hey, I'm a real person, right? But this person up here, oh, you're this, you're that. I heard about you. Maria brought me this information. This person brought me that information. That person brought me this information. I don't care how many people bring you information. Did you do any research on it for yourself? So you're just another puppet that people use to take information to, and then you create a live of it.
to let them be in doxxed and the cops go to their house.
You're not fucking block Shannon, you're literally here. And did you cry, baby? Did you cry? Tell me. Did you cry?
If I did, you said you didn't care.
Oh, you cried?
If you wouldn't, that's the problem.
No,
That's the
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I would. I would.
Because you let somebody get doxxed to
This person is not real. Listen when I start asking him questions. He get all frustrated. Start using words that he knows not fit for the algorithm, right? He get all in his feelings, right? Listen.
Disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
You see how he trying to play cool with me? Like, oh, what's up, Ralph? To see which way I sway. If I play nice to him and kiss his ass, then he's not going to bring up all of the gossip that he heard about me, right? But he's holding it. He's holding this information. Just right? Right off the rip. He could have been like, nah, I heard about you. They already talked about you. They already told me about you. Right off the rip, he could have said this, right? But he not saying that yet. Right now, he want to play it off like, oh yeah, what's up? You can ask me some questions. What's going on? Right?
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. You got the floor.
Is the object of you being over here to try to help her gain empathy or to try to make her feel sympathy, or is that the concept?
The concept, no, shut up. Simple as.
Part, I know she was talking about you and you pulled up, but I'm saying like you're saying that she's a narc, she's narcissistic, however you're looking at it, right? But you came over here to try to tell her about herself as if she didn't already know about herself. So is the point of you coming over here to try to help her with empathy?
Well, I'm addressing the things she said that I said, right? She said that. So I can't make her have empathy. Like, how would I be able to do that? About it.
So,
You don't
so
have
she gave her
empathy, so why would you have
your platform? So wait, she gave her opinion on you and your platform, and based off of her opinion on you and your platform, you are now deciding because her opinion didn't sit right with you, she's a narc.
Same thing with me, right? Once he realized that I wasn't on his side and I wasn't taking his whatever he was trying to say, that's when his opinion on me all of a sudden changed. First, he was trying to be cordial at first, trying to have a conversation. Oh yeah, ask a question. You got the floor, da 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 da. Right? As soon as I wasn't asking the questions pleasing to him or whatever, then he started making his little attacks. But he already got this information about me, right? He already got so much information about me. It's just he's waiting. He's waiting to try to dig in, right? He's waiting to try to get those shots off. He's waiting to try to push that false narrative, right? And y'all remember what we said about the cyber stalking and the cyber bullying and the rules that go with it, right? They say these things to try to get personal information out you, right? Remember, we showed y'all the backdrop of how they manipulate and play these things to try to get personal information, right? We showed y'all the different rules and the different games that they play in order for you to try to put out personal information so they can try to say this and that, right? You see all the little attacks that he was trying to make, like, oh, you're working on the farm. Well, he didn't say you're working on the farm. He tried to make it seem like I'm living off of something, doing this, doing that. Listen, don't get mad at me because I enjoy going around helping people build and grow. Don't get mad at me because I enjoy my job. Don't get mad at me because I work hard from the spring to the fall, and in the wintertime, I take my breaks, right? If y'all go back and look at the last 3 years, it's been the same thing the last 3 years. Imagine what's going on. It's been the same thing for the last 3 years, right? Y'all watch me in the summer and spring make all these moves. And then in the wintertime, y'all see me in a house or in a place or in an apartment, whatever the case may be, right? That's because I don't in the summer and the spring and the fall, it's the most that you can get work done outside. It's literally farming, crop season, right? Those crops have to be watched, right? Y'all see us planting stuff that has to be watered at 6 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night. Those plants have to be constantly checked on. These animals have to be constantly checked on. So in the time that I can do it, spring, fall, summer, those good weathers, that's when I'll do my most activity outside and try to get as much done and help as many people as possible. In the wintertime, that's when you go into hibernation and y'all can worry about housing and whatever it is y'all worried about. My son in school, everything is good. My older sons is graduated already. They got jobs. I don't understand how people that's jumping and living hotel to hotel, people that's jumping and living this secret life of hidden Kung Fu pandas, whatever Phantom call himself, Night of the Phantom, right? You live in this secret life where nobody gets to see nothing. He just paints a picture of his life. My life is great. My life is this. My life is that, but won't even show his face. And this is who y'all constantly have me arguing with. Avatars. Avatars. Danny Robinson won't show her face. Nobody knows what she looked like. Right? Now here's another Phantom of the Matrix. Right? Don't want to show his face, but got all this personal attacks on everybody else. He's making all these personal attacks on everybody else, but his information is hidden. He can attack the people that's transparent, but his information is hidden. And how did my information get all the way to the boxing community? Explain to me that. How is they talking about me all the way in the boxing community? That doesn't even make sense. Numerous people came to me about you, Ralph. What the fuck? I didn't know I was that cool.
No, you're both totally missing the point. It's her overall behavior. And as we went through the traits, she's exhibiting more than half of them, right? So, yeah. So it's not necessarily a negative. It has a negative connotation, but it's not necessarily a negative thing. Like opinion. But wouldn't that be
Now, y'all make sure if y'all on y'all phones, y'all got to hit the 3 dots in the corner in order to get to the thumbs up. So y'all got to make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. The more people that hit that thumbs up button, the more I'll get pushed out into the algorithm. And if you hit the thumbs up button and it get to like 10 or 15, you'll see these numbers go up over here too. You'll see the amount of people in the room go up. If you just hit the thumbs up, just try it. Just try it with me. Just everybody at the sound of my voice, go to the 3 dots in the corner, hit that thumbs up button one time, and let's see if it pushes us into the algorithm. Just try it with me. Don't be like, I ain't pushing it because he said it. Or you might just be, one of the people that play from the bushes and don't want to let nobody know that you pressed the thumbs up button in somebody's live that you're probably not supposed to be here because you're spying for somebody else. I get it.
Though, right?
Yes, that would be an opinion.
I just wanted to make sure that was opinion. No, I was just making sure that that was an opinion because opinions are like assholes and we all got them. So I was just making sure that put us around you.
It does actually. I think so. Yeah, but that's
Because all
share the
my
same people.
are there.
yeah because who be
That's when all the people that don't like her is over on your panel.
So that means all the people that don't like me is over there too. They done took him so much information. He's the gossip mill now. He's a part of that little gossip, the circus. He's a part of the circus. They going, Phantom, we need you to talk about this. Phantom, we need you to talk about that. An American did us wrong, Phantom. Please talk about it. Right? So he's the place that everybody go to let out their, oh, and he says he's neutral. No one, somebody was trying to get me to come over to his panel. Somebody sent me a message and was trying to get me to go over to his panel. Oh, you can come tell your story over on Phantom's page. He said that you come over there, blah, 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 blah. I knew that shit was a setup. When they told me I can go over there, I'm like, who the hell is Phantom and why would he invite me over to his page? I knew it was a setup. That's why I never went over there. I knew it was a setup.
Panel. You give them chances to come up and
people who like her or dislike her. I would say the more
People who like
dislike
me
her.
are not there. They're not
Yes,
there
they
who
are.
like me.
So
Not
you
one person.
you give people a chance to come up and speak. That's what you do, right? You give the people a chance to come up
Correct.
and speak.
Yep.
Okay. So you give the
And
people.
you see, why are they so focused on Maggie's nudes? Why are they so focused on Maggie's nudes? That's creepy to me that this is the second person. That's why I say you just got to pay attention to the patterns. Don't pay attention to the person, just pay attention to the patterns, right? This is the second or third person that comes up and wants to keep on bringing up Maggie's nudes, right? And remember, we said this almost a year and a half ago, right? That these people are trying to basically frame people. So what they'll do is they'll release altered photos of Maggie and then try to make it seem like I released it, right? Or they'll come in the Discord and try to post the stuff in the Discord, and then they'll go and try to create a page saying that, oh, he released it in his Discord, right? Whole time they not showing you the person who actually left that message in the Discord. Just like Laura didn't think that she left any messages in the Discord, and then I show you Laura's name at the top of the petty page. At the top of our petty page, Laura is the first one in there. She's the first one in there talking. She was the one posting the stuff about Murph. She was the one posting this about, locations and where Murph was at and so on and so forth, right? But then she ran with that evidence, created this Snoopy line, right? And then all of a sudden, oh, who was that posted his address that lives close by him and so on and so forth? I wouldn't know that. I'm here in America, right? But when we created that petty pocket, we opened up the door for them to put all types of stuff in there. But they had to expose themselves in order to do it. Because you can go back and look at everybody who posted it in there. Well, I can go back and look. That's why I kicked everybody out, so I can keep that evidence in that petty pocket, right? And we can always do a petty pocket review. Maybe one day we could do a petty pocket review and we go back and look at just how, crazy the petty pocket was a year ago and why all these people created the scenarios they created. Because now that a year has gone, you can actually see who came from what direction. When you stop at Vampire in the Discord, you can see, oh, okay, so Vampy came from Blanca and No Nuts, right? Or whatever, right? And then when you look at the Valeries and the Terras and all of that in the Discord, then your mind is going to be like, oh, this person be over here all the time. Then when you look at the sheet paint, you're going to be like, damn, I seen this person over here. Then when you look at the Lady Letitia's, and you can look at Lady Letitia's mess, you're gonna be like, damn, she was saying all of this, but then She's doing all of that, right? That we a year past all of it or some change, right? Now we can look back and see just what role all these different people was playing. But you have to look at the patterns. I'm trying to point out the patterns of the human behavior so you can see these entities for what they really are, right? Whether it be lust, greed, gluttony, whether it be any of these things, whether it be jealousy, envy, hurt, hate, any of these things, these are the patterns of operation, right? They're not in control of their self. This is right. Take Phantom, for instance, right? He operates like this. This is a pattern of behavior, right? It's we came into this idea of don't judge. Everyone deserves a chance. Don't put out these false rumors, so on and so forth. He using the fact that we black to talk about us. Using the fact that he's getting all of this information on YouTube of the lies that's being spread, and he can use the lies to attack people, right? To try to tamper with people's feelings and emotions, right? And in order to defeat these lies, or in order to fight these lies, you have to give more and more personal information about yourself, right? Whether it be bringing up kids, how many kids you got, whether it be bringing up housing, where you live at, it doesn't matter what it's bringing up, right? He has to use these lies in order for you to correct the lies. You have to give more and more personal information about yourself, which he can then attack as he sits and hides behind a avatar, right? Don't want to show his face, playing anonymous, right? Y'all make sure y'all find that thumbs up button or that thumbs down button. I see the numbers going up in here a little bit, but I don't see the thumbs up button going up. The more thumbs up we get, the more compliance we can say we have with the video, the more we can say, what's going on with you? Appreciate you for stopping through. Namaste, Ashe, salutations, salam, peace. The more, interaction we got with the thumbs up button, the more YouTube will say, okay, people are liking his content. We might push him into the algorithm. We might give him a chance, right? And I want y'all to remember, we haven't even started like putting people's titles. We haven't even started putting titles on there yet. We're still just coming into the algorithm as Ralphdawise is live. Ralphdawise is live. We haven't even started titling it like, what I'm saying, a look into the shade room, or what I'm saying. We haven't even put titles on our content yet. So the more we can stay in this Ralphdawise title, and the more thumbs up we get in the Ralphdawise title, right, then we create a small algorithm or a small pocket for ourselves, right? So that's pretty much what it is. And then we got the Ralph DaWise page on TikTok. So we're pushing ourselves into the algorithm with the Ralph DaWise title and the Ralph DaWise content. So let's just keep on doing that. And then when we do start titling our stuff, it might push us further into the algorithm. This is why these people want me to put their titles in my name, or put their names in my titles, because they want me to do a live about them or host a live about them, help them, get numbers, gain numbers. This is all about numbers. This is all about numbers. Think about it. People sat on here for 5 years and can't get 2,000. People sat on here for a hell of a lot of time and couldn't get numbers on here, right? We created this page, sat on here for about a year, 4,000. 4,000. Whether it was talk Trump, whether it was talking about whatever, we can bring numbers. We bring numbers. Why? Because our personality. We actually cool as shit. And even when they send people over here that they done talk shit about me. When they send the people over here, when they get over here, they like, damn, he actually got some knowledge, and he cool, and he be playing music. But see, they'll never say that. They'll never say that because they want to keep me in the ideal image that best fits them. That image don't fit me because you seeing what I'm doing. Why would you be mad at the person that's farming and cropping? Why would you sit there and try to make fun of, oh, go ride go do some farming, go what? How is that making fun of somebody? That's actually an accomplishment. But Phantom sitting on here thinking that helping people in the world is the fucked up problem. But he's sitting on here ridiculing and judging and attacking people, but he's looking at the shit that I'm doing in the real life, in real world, you know what I'm saying? Building and helping people build and so on and so forth. He looking at that and he's trying to make that seem like the problem, right? But he's sitting on here trying to judge Maggie, tell her she needs to lose weight and do all of this weird shit. But he trying to make it seem like the shit that I'm doing is the problem and the shit that he doing is so manly. Y'all make that make sense.
Chance to come up and speak, and it just so happens the people that want to come up and speak against her comes up over there on your panel.
Yeah.
So you should be over here thanking her because you should be really over here thanking her because without her, you wouldn't really have many guests as you know popping up and making appearance to talk shit. So if it wasn't for her ways, if it wasn't for her ways and how she is on her panel and how she go about conducting her business, your business wouldn't even be your business if it wasn't for her doing her business.
So how come she can't do the same for you when you have like 4 people over there?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, when you have like 4 people in your chat, how come you can't get the same, I guess, some.
Now, this is someone who I never met, never seen him in the chat. At least I never seen Phantom pop up in my chat, right? But he knows how many people is over on my live. He knows what we doing over here. He knows what's going on over here with the Atlas family, right? How? How did he know what's going on over here? How did he know that it's only 4 people in my live? How did he know these things, right? But I don't know this person, but this person knows me. Now, what happens when you don't know somebody, but they know you? What is that called? When you don't know somebody, but they know you, no, it's a small world. That ain't it. You can't be, oh, it's a small world. Nah. How you know so much about me, Phantom? And you know what I mean? Who's informing you? What group are you a part of that's talking about me in some nice circle? What troll farm are you linked to that's passing the message? Because the same thing that he's saying is the same thing that Danny Robinson spread out there, right? So this is why I say defamation of character online is actually harmful, because even after you continue to conduct your business, you run into people who are still holding on to the defamation of character that somebody else put out there, right?
Amount of people coming to yours is not doing mine. If it's just based off her.
Well, when I did
do a bunch not by some
content, when I did do content roasting people, I gained 4,000 followers in you know, less than a year.
Okay, when I'm talking about if Maggie just magically brings the numbers, why are there only 4 people over there?
It's not
because
it's
he's
not
not
4 people in my chat.
cultivating.
Do you see me? Do you see me trying to get Maggie to come over to my chat? Do you see me trying to get Maggie to come over to my chat?
Okay, I'm saying I don't think Maggie really
But
has.
you're trying to get
anything
Maggie to come over to your chat, right? And you're
No,
trying
I'm
to
not.
get
I'm
Maggie's
here. I'm
followers.
not trying to get Maggie. Maggie doesn't have to come to my.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Don't block your people when they come over, on and so forth, right? Because you're over here trying to get people to come over to your chat.
I heard my name.
I'm not trying to get people to come over to my chat.
You heard your name because you were listening.
Here's the difference between you bringing up my channel. Here's the difference between you bringing up my channel and then what you do on your channel.
Okay,
you needed to come over here. I came over here because I wanted
no,
to.
I don't.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, you.
See that? He needs to have the interaction with Maggie. He needs to engage Maggie so he can go finish building content, so he can build that back and forth riff, right? He needs to do that for his content because majority of her haters is there, right? So how many of her haters is looking for him to interact with the person that they don't like, right? That's the same thing with me. He would be looking for an interaction with me. Why? Because most people are over there hating on me on his panel. So now this opens up the door for him to do a live about me. Opens up the door for more content. more lies to be spilled out, for more defamation of character, right? This is why I told you guys last February, this is not the energy we want to get stuck in. We said that last February about going into April. We were like, hey, this is not the energy we want to get stuck in, so on and so forth, right? Here we are more than a year later, right? And we are getting pulled in to that bullshit and arguing with another avatar. Thank you for pointing that out. Arguing with another avatar. Another one.
Back to your chat. Maggie, I'm blocked in your chat. The only talk to you is on the panel. So that's why I hit the link.
Uh-uh.
But you're not
Because,
blocked in my
right,
chat.
you can't. I'm blocking your chat.
No, I said you're not blocked in my chat, but I'm blocked in yours.
You're not.
They
You're
need
not
the
blocking my
content.
chat.
Yes,
They
I
need the
can tell you right
content.
now.
Mind you, think about it. We can sit over here and talk about moon stars and quasars, right? We could talk about the 88 constellations in the sky, Hercules holding the Draco constellation. We could talk about the Orion Wars, the Galaxy Wars. We can talk about Trump. We can talk about the history of this world. We can sit over here and just create content talking about anything, right? We could talk about the shit that's going on, right? We could talk about anything. Streamers, content, doing this, doing that. We could sit over here and talk about anything. They can't, because the majority of people that is following them because they're talking about us. They build their page off of talking about us. I don't know how I got into the black tea sector. You know what I mean? I don't know how they you know what I mean? How I must be a heavy contender. I must be a heavy contender. Because think this was before we got monetized, all this was going on. This was happening before we got monetized. They was like, hell no, he growing a page too fast. What is he doing over there? How's he getting these numbers? They was jealous off the rip. They was jealous off the rip that we had that key personality. You know what I'm saying? We had that. We came over here, we switched up everything. Making cartoons, making songs about them, all of that. We switched up everything. Laughing at Jaguar, switched up the way people dealt with Jaguar on a panel. Jaguar can't even go to panels no more. People ain't even hitting her link. I heard Jaguar crying the other day. Oh, people don't hit my link no more ever since that whole troll farm stuff. Right? Maggie's numbers looking better than Jaguar's numbers. Maggie and Jaguar both was live the other night. Maggie had 94, almost 105 people in there constantly. Guess how many Jaguar had? 63. 63.
Can't see me. I emailed you about that.
Who did Magic Duck? I Ducks Polly. You know the fake name I put on purpose.
Phantom, did you hear what you just said? You just said that you emailed her about being blocked in her chat. Do you see the difference?
He need to be there. He need to interact with her.
There. So you need to try to come over here and siphon Maggie's collective, right? You need to come over here and do this. You need to come over here and make nice with Maggie and make it seem like they're welcome. They can come over. Da 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 da. Right? But as you're
operating under
the same person that you seem to need.
No, because my chat doesn't want to hear about magic. Like the people who came before this magic thing, these are new people. I'm introduced to these characters, but I'm telling you, the people who are around before Maggie are saying, well, we don't want to hear about Maggie. We don't care about Maggie. She's a weirdo.
Yeah,
We don't
all the time for
no, I'm not Maggie. Like, what are you talking about?
Yes,
You recently became somewhat of a topic, and just yesterday I was live all day. You weren't mentioned at all.
Good job. For one day you didn't
Here it is. So the
mention me.
That's narcissism.
the
And
troll farm that he belongs to.
it all depends. I didn't have a plan to come over here. I clicked on her page. I was literally just watching for like 2 minutes, and I heard her talking about me. I heard
No,
some.
no, no. Here the first time
Look.
Don't say mythology.
kicked you off. He kicked you off and then you clicked on it again. So I was here when
Yeah,
it
'cause
came
I
up
wanna
the
make
first time, right? And I heard.
He got mad as hell.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. You can, hey, I'm fast in that moment too because you want me to get done fast.
You talk
Tell
about
you all
sometimes.
of that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm just going off what I hear, right? Now
I'm fast in that moment too because you
free and you're a grifter and a
Listen.
hey they
He heard all of this. He heard I'm a grifter, I'm a thief, I'm a liar. He heard all of this. Listen to what he heard.
tell you all of that about me.
well, yeah, that's what they talk
Tell
about
you all
sometimes.
of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means somebody was already itching to tell him to do a live about me. That means somebody was like, "Oh, you should do a live about this Ralph character. He this, he that. He's doing this in the Discord. He got this going on. Da 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 da. You should try to get him over on your page. Da 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 da." Right? Because that's the only thing that these trolls actually drag. They drag bones, right? So these trolls are dragging these bones around. These bones that they dragging around, right? And they going to these people pages. Hey, you should do a live about him. You should do a live about this. You should be a live about that. And he's sitting there trying to tell on them. He telling on them. He's like, "Yep, Maria told me this. Such and such. She's not the only one, right?" So telling on them.
That's what I hear. I'm just going off what I hear, right? Now that I'm talking to you now, I can understand where they're coming from. This is my first time having a conversation with you.
See, look, first time ever having a conversation. First time ever having a conversation with me, but they done brought you all this information about me already. They brought you all this information in preparation for your first conversation. They brought you all this information in preparation for your first conversation.
The point,
Individual.
right. So now that you
Right.
know so
Yeah.
much about me,
Right.
it's know you.
No, you don't need to know me. I don't
This
need to
what I
talk
get.
to somebody who's so mentally deficient. Like there's nothing to gain from that. I'd rather talk to me who
Know
actually
so much
has
about me.
a semblance of intelligence, right? Like you, I don't
You
get any
already know
intellect
so
at all.
much about me.
I
Man.
get no intellect.
Man,
I get
you already
lying,
know so
grifter,
much about me.
weirdo, was obsessed with Nature Boy. That's what I get from you. Lying.
Where'd all that information come from? Obsessed with Nature Boy? Never even been involved with Nature Boy. Don't never even studied Nature Boy. Nothing. We looked into Jaguar's right involvement with Nature Boy. That's what we looked into. Jaguar Wright studied Alicia Bishop, whatever. She met them through Solar and all of that. She threw the what you calls of her son on them at the bar and fought Goomba over her involvement with Nature Boy and them, right? So, but this is what he's trying to say, right? This is them trying to put this on me as if I was involved with this cult or this group, right? Think about that. That means he got this memo. You know what I'm saying? No, no, no. That's not what he means. He don't mean like real man.
That's right.
Obsessed with Nature Boy. Not obsessed with nature. Obsessed with Nature Boy.
Boy.
See?
That's what I get from
Somebody
you.
gotta be a Jaguar.
It feels like somebody calling your
See? Jay-Z calling my phone right now. Who put that out there? Robinson put that out there, right? Look at the patterns. Danny Robinson is the one who tried to say, "Oh, he's saying that he's saying that Rockefeller is on, attacking him, so on and so forth." Now, when we was on the Freeman farm, right? wasn't someone who had a distribution deal with Rock Nation. Wasn't that the person who came out to the farm? We showed the pictures of it. Y'all can go back and watch the live, right? We showed y'all his Facebook. We showed y'all him giving thanks to Rock Nation. We showed y'all that he was connected to Rock Nation. We wasn't saying like, oh, Rock Nation is doing this. We trying to ask the question, why would someone from Rock Nation got all of this stuff going for themselves? What do they have to do with Freeman's farm? Right? He was buying meat off of Freeman, so on and so forth, right? So we saying, why is someone that's connected to Rock Nation or connected, signed a district coming out to the farm to threaten and make it seem like they can do all of this to me and so on and so forth? That's the question we was asking when they came in and got the safe out the basement, right? And when they came in and kicked the door in and got the safe out the basement, we recorded the whole thing, right? So we asking the question, why somebody that's got a Rock Nation distribution deal, why is they coming into Freeman's farm, kicking the doors in the basement, stealing or taking a safe out the basement, and then the cops come there and say it's their safe, so on and so forth, right? We trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Here he is with the false lie, you know what I'm saying? Oh no. Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay.
He might be. I want to check this. Did I answer?
Think about that. He trying to put the false lie out there here. Why are they repeating the false lie so much when it's already evidence of these connections and so on and so forth, right? But he's spitting out what he heard through the YouTube Vine.
Better check it, Rock Nation. Rock Nation might be on that ass, bro. Better look. Better look and make sure. Better look and check. Nigga, call it. You goofy motherfucker.
You see how emotional? You see how emotionally disturbed you are?
No, I'm not emotionally disturbed. I'm just roasting.
See, he's just roasting me. He's just roasting me with all these lies that he heard. He's just roasting me with all of the defamation that he heard. He's just roasting me, right? This is what he's doing. He's just a roaster. I didn't realize that I was playing the game, but then when I realized I was playing the game and I started playing, he ran.
You know, stupid ass.
Because you got all in your feelings. Then you started telling about everything that you heard.
See? Let me skip. I gotta skip ahead because he start using the R word.
Good question. You dumbass. Somebody answer my question. Answer your own question. You see how I did that? If you have Maggie's nudes, you doxed her, stupid.
See? They keep on bringing up Maggie's nudes.
Either. I thought I was a narc.
Hold on,
I'm not an argument, right? Like, I don't want to get into some creepy weirdo should be going around the internet trying to get news.
Maggie.
He don't turn his camera on.
Phantom, turn your camera on.
Why? So I can look like a ant from Men in Black, like you do?
No. I wanna talk to a real person.
You're talking to a real person. Take that hat off.
Turn your camera on.
Take your hat off.
He will not turn that camera on, right? The Phantom of the Opera.
You stupid ass.
But he's scared to show his face. He probably funny body built, sitting there 5'5", weighing fucking 260 pounds. Sitting there looking like a fucking milk dog or something, right? Scared to show his face.
And I think you did not take that
into his neck and shit.
You're so proud to show your face. All over his, I didn't want to take that hat off.
Shit like that. But he
was proud to show that face.
Somebody
didn't want to take that hat off.
Afraid to show their face. When he
man weirdo
character
news on the internet. Goat man weirdo searching news on the internet. He wants to be like Nature Boy. You know Nature Boy got.
See? Listen what he say, bringing up the Nature Boy thing again, right?
Like you can't. You know Nature Boy got life in prison. That's what you admire. Don't sound who you admire. Here bumping your.
Who? How did we even find out about Nature Boy? We found out about Nature Boy through Jaguar. We didn't even go study Nature Boy, none of that shit, right? We wasn't a part of Nature Boy. We was pointing out that Jaguar was part of Nature Boy and took over the Nature Boy group, right? Jaguars say, I didn't have nothing to do with them. In fact, I told them that I don't want nothing to do with them until after that group was dispersed, right? That was what Jaguars said about Nature Boy when we brought it up. We never had no ties to Nature Boy. So why is he over here projecting Jaguars lies or whatever lies that was spilled through us Jaguars connection with Nature Boy? And then why is he over here spilling out Robinson lies with the whole Freeman farm thing, right? Why? How Phantom get all of this information? Oh, I heard it. They brought it to me. They told me this.
Fucking man, like a woman. You sitting here bringing shit from the gossip mill. They told me this about you. And they told me that about you. And they told me this about you. And this is what else they told me about you. And
Yeah, they told me a lot about your stupid retarded ass.
See, look. He hurt. He hurt. That's why they start using words like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they be hurt. And then look, even when we try to have an intelligent conversation, right?
All right. All right. What about Socrates?
The philosopher, what about him? The Socratic method, what about him?
What is Socrates' secret to change?
You tell me.
He could have Googled that shit and looked it up real quick.
God, you can't answer the question with a question. Come on.
If I'm unaware of what you're talking about.
See? Socrates, Aristotle.
No, it's one of the most complicated languages to read and write and speak. So
listen to him.
Either you expand or you die. Oh, what's going on with that, bro? Explain this.
I think it's pretty brilliant.
So we asked him to pick the topic. He tried to pick the topic of the war.
Oh, your words.
He tried to say, what do you think about the war?
I wanted you to have the advantage. You hit the fan, guess who still got oil reserves?
Hold on, I'm trying to
get. Do you speak Greek dialect?
Yeah, let's talk about the Iran war.
Look, let's talk about the Iran war, right? He tried to make it seem like I didn't know nothing about that, right? Let's talk about the Iran war, right? Let's listen.
What do you think about that? What do you think about the Iran war? What's going on with that? Iran war that's currently going on. What's going on with that, bro? Explain this.
I think it's pretty brilliant, don't you think? Don't you think it's pretty brilliant? If you think about it, it's actually preparing for a bigger war. Because when you think about the oil and how 60% of Russia, 60% of Russia oils come from that direction, 40% of India oil come from that direction. We already got Venezuela. So if you're looking at this like you look at the game of Risk, in 7 years, a lot of them are going to be out of oil. So when the shit do hit the fan, guess who still got oil reserves? Canada, United States, and we already got Venezuela. So if we cut all the other people off from their oil and the oil that they're getting from Iran by putting a lot of, pressure on them with the war, then we actually ahead of everybody. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I can agree with that. So you're saying that the United States is playing a game of brinksmanship with the world economy?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Tried to let him pick a topic of discussion and bested him in his topic to where as though he agreed with me with his own topic that he picked. He agrees with me with the topic of discussion that he picked, but I'm the one who's lacking intelligence. He didn't answer any of the questions that I asked, right? But when he asked or picked the topic, I gave a reasonable and understandable explanation that he agreed with. But when asking him questions, what was it? What is the secret to change? You tell me. All of this deflection shit, right?
For the future, is that right?
Oh, damn.
Yes, pissing NATO off and stretching everything out. In the next 7 years, you're going to be looking at resources at a minimum and United States holding a bare majority of them. That's a smart move. I mean, it's a long game, but it's a smart move.
Yeah, empires need resources. They need to expand or they...
Look. Agreeing with everything I'm saying about it. Agreeing with everything that I'm saying about it. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right? But I'm the dumb one. Message. But I'm the dumb one. Huh? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what's going on. Huh? Can somebody tell me what's going on?
So this is just more.
When the person that they making out to be the fool sounds more can put stuff in ways that makes people understand it and simplify things but I'm the fool.
Or empirical United States showing empirical power. That's how that works. Either you expand or you die. And Canada's included in that equation as well, because of the proximity, right? So yeah, the situation is
So you asked me a question, and I answered according to writing. So you asked me a question.
You at least have an understanding of the situation. Yeah, you have an understanding.
So it still make me less intelligent?
Yeah, because you're disingenuous and you're dishonest.
That doesn't
But I let
mean
you pick
that
the
it's
topic, and I answered. Hey, I'll let you pick the
I'm still
topic, and I answered it. Damn. All the topics that I picked, you didn't know shit about. But the topic,
pseudo. It's pseudo weird. That's what I'm saying. It's intellectually dishonest and disingenuous.
okay.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
You're basing that off of the gossip that was brought to you. I want you to know that. Not off of
I'm basing it off
you pulled up yourself.
Historical fact.
He basing it off of historical facts.
No,
what you were
not
talking about
basing it off of historical facts. You're basing it off of the gossip that was brought to you.
No. I'm basing off what I heard about you. I was basing off what I heard about you. But what I just heard you say,
you're basing it off of pseudo gossip that was brought to you, sir. You just now said you basing it off of gossip.
No, I base my opinion off you on pseudo gossip. I base my opinion of you.
You're right. You're right, sir.
The shit I heard you say is just intellectually dishonest bullshit.
Magic.
Yes, I'm here.
Do you see the point? Do you see the point that I just proved?
That he based his opinion of you on hearsay?
Yes.
No, my opinion.
Thank you. He trying to make it seem like, oh, it's pseudo, it's his what? You base your opinion off of me having no intellect off of the gossip that was brought to you. And then when we debated about intellect, you didn't answer any of my questions. And when given a chance to present a topic that you thought I might not know nothing about, you agreed with everything I said about the topic that you picked. But yet you still base your opinion off of me about the falsitries that was brought to you. That's weird. That is weird.
Based on you is my interaction with you, and you're a dumbass.
Jesus.
See that? You see the insults? The personal attacks that they use. It's the same game over and over again. You got to look at the patterns. That's why I keep on telling y'all, pay attention to the patterns of human behavior. These are patterns that they exhibit. This is easy to see through.
We were almost agreeing with each other about the oil.
Yeah, correct. But he's still a dumbass.
See, he did disagree with me. He agreed with me.
You agreed with him.
I did agree with him.
Maggie's listening. Maggie is just drunk, but Maggie is not asleep.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Grey Goose.
Oh, you lit.
Yes.
All right, I dig it. That's what's up.
There you go.
Okay, see, upgraded the Grey Goose now. Okay. Okay, man, you got that Grey Goose now. That Grey Goose, I fuck with that Grey Goose. That Grey Goose and pineapple go tough. Man, you got that Grey Goose.
Why?
She got that goose. You know that goose.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I think you're a fun drunk. Like it's more appealing.
What? Am I not appealing normally?
Sober.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say Goose get you loose. I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it. But you said it. You know what that Goose do.
It's hit or miss, but drunk definite.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I think you know that.
Ralph, save me from this.
He ain't gonna save you. He ain't gonna save you from.
Y'all better be lucky we monetize, because I will put that, you don't have to be perfect. Nah, nah, nah. What they say? That song done had everybody in a riot when we done sung that song. That shit had everybody in a riot. Everybody was mad when we did that. Wolf Coochie and them have held alive. We fuck around and put that song on. Phantom might talk about us for a whole month.
From this, he need to get his ass out the way.
Oh my God. Ralph.
Imagine.
Ralph.
I want you to understand something, right?
Yes.
He needs this fantasy in his mind. He needs to play this fantasy out in his mind.
What
He needs to play
fantasy?
it out.
What fantasy, bro?
Whatever fantasy he putting together right now. He obviously putting a fantasy together in his mind right now. And then
I'm too fat for him. Don't worry.
Why you think that, Magic? Why you think that?
Because you said it.
Listen.
Oh, don't take
Listen.
words that were previously used for current context. Don't do that.
Am I not too fat for you?
How much do you weigh?
Oh my God.
Well, okay.
you're supposed to ask a lady how much they weigh.
Well, no, because she's saying she's making these assumptions, right? Okay,
You
so how much do you
said
weigh?
I needed to lose weight.
It wouldn't hurt, Magic, would it?
Oh my God. Kill me.
Oh my God, stay alive forever.
Okay, fine.
Oh. Oh.
You know,
This is your way of picking her up.
I'll pick her up and take her anywhere she want to go. What fuck business is yours?
Look at that. Listen to this. I'll pick her up and take her anywhere she want to go. I'll pick her up and take her anywhere she want to go. Look, the fantasy just plays out. Like, I'll take her to Paris if she wants. All she has to do is come to America. That's it. Just come meet up with me, Maggie. And I'll take you anywhere you want to go. But you have to get to me first. You have to get to me first, sweetie. And then I'll take to the moon, Alice.
Okay?
Yeah, Ralph,
Maggie
I'm the
is
catch.
drunk.
I'm the catch, Ralph. That's what you don't understand. I'm the catch. And
you're
the
the what
inferior
you
man.
look like before
He's the
Intellectually dishonest, being a lying weirdo, trying to look
he's
for
the cat. He is the cat.
groups and get upset when they don't include you in their meetups. That's what you do.
Look, Discord groups that don't include you in their meetups. What is he talking about?
I don't do that, Ralph.
Oh, you really think? Look, you really are
my fucking weirdo. You really are. You really are a fucking weirdo.
You know too much.
See? He think if he talk over me and make a bunch of noise that he's right. You know? Appreciate the $5. What is that? A super chat? A super sticker?
Yes.
Right.
Isn't that how you feel in the future?
Well, who knows? But things can change.
What?
Oh, so you trying to experiment with big girls now?
Shut the fuck up.
Big girl.
Beautiful.
My fault.
Not like I'm saying. Listen.
My
Okay.
fault. Go ahead.
So previously that was it, right? You might be a big girl. BBW. What's wrong with BBW? And you
One who said that.
okay? So do you think that if you could, you would lose weight? Yes or no?
Well, if the man who likes me, he wouldn't want me to lose weight.
Okay, so you think if I should like you based off what you are now?
No, I'm not saying you should like me, but you're acting as if no.
Okay, if that's the case, do you think that if I said you're perfectly fine, would that be okay with you? Would that be all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, look, see? This is what you have to stop. This is called coercions of the heart right here, right? This is why you gotta stop telling men what you want them to be, because you meet their representative, right? And then their representative find out what you want them to be, and then they get to pretend what you want them to be until they get what they want from you. And then you meet the real them, and then you don't like the person that they really is. Because you'll meet a man and they'll be like, oh, what you see in a guy, what you want from a guy. And you'll be like, oh, I want him to be down to earth, have a sense of humor, so on and so forth. And as soon as you telling him all things, then he become a comedian. You say you want somebody that's funny, he a comedian. You say you want somebody down to earth, he start grounding in bullshit, right? And you say you want somebody that's family, start making it seem like he talking to his mom on the phone. You say you want somebody to go to church and stuff like that, he start praising the Lord. Like, this is why you got to be careful when you first meet somebody, especially an avatar on YouTube, and you can't even see if he making faces when he's saying the stuff that he's saying to you that he's supposed to be so, sincere about, right? See, back in the day, you had that human interaction where you can read people body language, see their facial expression. There's only 200 plus, things in the face you can move around, muscles in the face, right? So you sitting there, Maggie, I could change, I could like them thick, I could like them big. Thinking about, liking them big now. What are you talking about, sir? Sir, what are you talking about? And then, on his platform, he's gonna be like, man, I was saying that it was all a game. I was playing with her mind, so on. But on her platform, he like, oh yeah, Maggie, da 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 da. I could like you, this, that, and third, just to get her to come over to his platform or feel comfortable coming over there, right? So then on his platform, he could be like, man, I was just saying that to Maggie, so on and so forth. Same thing that AT2 did, right? I love Maggie, he putting in the title. You know why I love Maggie? These are the reasons why I love Maggie, right? Just to build up for her to come over there so they can fall out, build more content, right? Because the people that's coming over to his panel that's talking about Maggie, they not coming over there so he can go hang out with Maggie and fall in love with Maggie and all of that stuff. So it's got to be a setup. It's got to be a trick to it, right? It's got to be.
Charlie,
What if she asked you to get taller?
shut the fuck up, Ralph. Shut up, Ralph.
I'm
The
just
best
saying, what if
like
she
you,
asked
how
you
you
to get
look?
taller? Like, what if she said she wanted you at 5'7", 5'5"? What if she said she needed you to be 5'7" instead of 5'5"?
Look at how upset he is. Hims is upset. Why is him so upset? Right?
My fault. Go ahead. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I could say, all right. So you're saying I should like
And
you.
you see, look, I'm still giving him different variations of respect, and he ain't give none. He ain't give no respect in no type of way, and I still was giving him different variations of respect.
As is. Like I should accept it as it comes. Okay. But I'm saying even okay.
Yeah, Max like to ride at Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? You got to be this tall to ride that ride.
You got news. I know.
Maggie is like she don't got no chill, you know what I mean? So she goes how she want to go. Like if she hyper fixate about it until she get done. If you tell her to stop talking about it, she's gonna talk about it more because you told her to stop talking about it. You know what I mean? If you tell Maggie to do something, she's not gonna do it because you told her to do it. If you tell her not to do something, she gonna do it because you told her not to do it. Just like with the AdWords, not to talk about AdWords, that's gonna make her want to talk about it more. Everybody telling her not to do this, she gonna fit why? Why y'all telling me not to do it? She gonna go figure that out. You know? It's the feline that's in women. It's the feline. It's that curiosity. Like, don't tell me what not to do. Don't tell me what not to do. I'm gonna do it because you told me not to do it. You know? if that's being looked at as, narcissist, I think everybody should go do their own homework. You know what I'm saying? If that's being looked at as narcissistic because somebody tell her not to do something and she go do it, you know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? Maybe more people should go do their own homework. Maybe more people should go look into the stuff. They running around being the echo chamber, copying what they heard somebody from the grapevine say instead of going to look, for themselves. She was in that trap at one point. But when she started having her own discernment, she was like, man, fuck it. I'm going to look into stuff myself. These people been telling me the wrong shit, you know? She started doing her own research, coming up with her own opinions of things, coming up with her own analogy of things. Yeah, sometimes it's not always to like somebody's liking. Sometimes she's not agreeing with everything somebody else is saying. But that's the great thing about this world. We all can have our own different opinion of this world and still exist in it together. That's the point of all of this. You can still have your opinion and your perspective of this world and exist with someone else's opinion and perspective of this world. If you can't find a way to do that, then that's the problem. All these people think they all got to have the same opinion to be a part of it. All these people thinking that they all got to agree with each other to be liked. That's why I like going over to Maggie's panel. Because despite what my opinion might be, despite what her opinion might be, we still conversate about the bullshit. Sometimes I don't like the opinion that she might be putting on stuff. Sometimes I don't like the narrative that she might be placing on shit. But I'm trying to fit in there. Why? Because she's entitled to her narrative. She's entitled to her opinion. She's entitled. I don't have to disagree or agree with everything to be, man, you hurt my feelings. I don't like you no more. You said some stuff that I ain't agree with. I don't like you no more. Your mind ain't on the same page as me. Why I want to be a part of an echo chamber for? You know? Battling wits is one of the greatest things that we can ever do down here. So why would I want to go be into an echo chamber where everybody just agreeing with each other? Yep, yep, yep. Nobody got a different opinion up here. No, they just play devil's advocate one time. Nope, I don't want people to look at me a certain way. That's the good thing about going over to Maggie's panel. She don't care. She gonna ask some questions. You know she putting you in some bullshit. Well, if you don't know she putting you in some bullshit, you should know by now that she gonna put you in some bullshit. You should know that by now. If you're going over there, you better be open to the bullshit. If somebody else gonna see you come over there and they gonna jump on the panel. And Maggie's gonna be like, you mind if we bring such and such up? You know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? You know it's coming. You go up there for 5, 10 minutes. Guess who's in the backdrop? You mind if we bring such and such? Every single time. It's the patterns. Y'all act like y'all ain't paying attention to patterns. You know? Sometimes you can sit back and enjoy the show. Sometimes you might be a part of the show. And then you got to know the times that you got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to leave, when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? All right, she ain't got to be like, the end all, say all, be all, whatever they trying to look for. Some of these people on here looking for a god. Somebody who's not having that room for human error, human mistake. We got to leave room for that human error. We got to leave room for that human mistake. That's the beauty of having this, shared experience. This is a experience like no other down here, but we're all here sharing this human experience. Now, your expressions of your spirit and your feelings and emotions, that's a different topic. But you got to be thankful just for the human experience. These people think that they can make somebody mad about this or make somebody angry about that. That's why I laugh about it, because I'm just happy to be here for the human experience. They the ones that's taking it serious. They the ones that's operating in ego and pride and all of that stuff. I sit back and I laugh and I go plant some shit in the farm. I sit back and I laugh. I go up there and feed the chickens. or go talk to the dogs or something, or go clean off the campgrounds. You know what I mean? Go make sure everybody good at the RV stop. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. I sit back and laugh. Like, look at these people. Think people are bothered by them. Like, my life is enjoyable. Keep. These people must be miserable, right? You see, I got to fight with that damn chicken every day. Reggie's a handful. This dude is ready every time I go up there. Every time I go up there, he right at the gate, like flapping his damn wings, chasing after my boot on the gate line. I ain't trying to fight with these people. I got a chicken. You know what I'm saying? Control. A rooster is out of control. But neither here nor there. You know, the plants is doing good. We planted some apple trees, some pear trees, some lemon trees. Lemon trees are in the bucket though, so don't trip. And we got the goat fence up, and we about to get the other area for the goat fence, and we about to get the rabbit fence up. We good. We got stuff moving in that stuff too. So I'm happy with the production that we making and the connections that we making and so on and so forth. I'm great with that. I don't know why so many other people are upset with the life that I decided to live. You know what I mean? I never really understood like how someone else is mad at the life that you're living. It's giving jealousy vibes. You know what I mean? It's giving jealousy vibes that someone can create a life that brings people together and brings a level of unity. And maybe they mad because they not the ones that came up with it. You think that could be it? Ones in the chat, if you think they mad, they not the ones that came up with the idea. I don't understand how the life that I chose to live, right, is so like upsetting to them. Like they living here. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta sit on the toilet I sit on. Not making sense. And they're so jealous about it. Like, why don't you go ride something on the farm? Why don't you go do something back there? Like, what's wrong? Huh? Cause every day you going into corporate America, every day you feeling like you can't get your way out of corporate America. Every day you living based off of that. Like, man, I can't get out of this corporate America bullshit. I gotta keep on working. Right? But he's sitting online building content, trying to attack other people's pages, other people's platform. I get it. I get why Maggie sit over there and do what she do. Craft when you become a content creator. It's part of the content creator. Your interactions, your fallouts, so on. Almost like everybody's in the same office. You just run into people in the office that, you know what I'm saying, don't know how to operate. That's all. That's content creation at its finest. To go around and try to narrative. Why? Because he gained people like that, right? Lady like might pop up on his panel like, I like that you said that about him. Danny Robinson might hit him up in the email, like, oh, Phantom, you want to come up over? Like, so they do that to latch on to whatever narrative is being pushed so they can get the groups that's, you know what I'm saying? The Avengers might start popping up on his page or already over there, right? He's getting all of that information from this same group, and they go around and help other pages of the same group. That's what I mean when I say evil begotten evil. When I say evil begot evil, you're watching evil begot evil, wicked begot wicked. The problem is every time good tries to begot good, they're going to tear us apart. Every time love tries to begot love, because they're showing you what it is that they favor. They are, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, matching their energy to latch on to it. To latch on to that energy and to feel that vibe from it. Like everybody's feeling that vibe when they feel like they, you know what I mean? All of them keep on doing it. You see a repeat of it. You see a repeat of it. All of them gonna keep on doing the same thing. We left for 7 months and came back, and they still latch back on to that energy. We left for 7 months and came back, and they was like, that's vampiric. That is very He's back. Get your straws out. You gotta get that energy, that ether. And that's why, like, if y'all remember The Shining, one's in the chat if y'all remember The Shining. One's in the chat if y'all remember The Shining. There's a book that came out after The Shining, right? It's called Doctor Sleep. It was a movie that came out too, but the book had a little bit more details in it, right? Now, when the book came out telling you that, that's why people moved around in carnivals and so on and so forth. But they was telling you about, hordes of people, groups of people, legions, whatever you want to call them, right? And they go around and they find people who got that shine, right? They find people with the shining, right? And then what do? They absorb that shit. They put it in little vases and stuff and use the energy when they want to, right? This is what they're doing. They're collecting pockets of energy that comes from people, right? Finding people with the mind or the ability to see outside this world or beyond this world, and they finding us. They used to call us indigos, then they now changed it to star seeds and light beings and so on and so forth, right? And it's a lot of people out there like that that's coming into this new mindset. But they gonna find you and tear you down. They gonna find you and make you fight. It's the dark night of the soul, right? So they gonna keep on trying to make you fight this ego fight. They gonna keep on trying to make you fight pride. Because if once you start defending the houses of ego, you feed in the houses of ego. That's where demonic energy is at. So they want you to feed this demonic energy that they feeding, right? That's the real system. That's the real will that they keep on playing with, right? They don't want you to come out of that. They want you to keep on, shame, guilt, fear, shame, guilt, fear. It's patterns of this shit. Soon as they think that you rise into a higher version of yourself, they'll try to bring something up that make you shameful or bring something up that try to put you in guilt, right? Bring you back down to your root chakra, to your, you know what I'm saying? So they use the things that's in your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is your desires. Your sacral chakras is your need to want to be wanted, right? These are some of the things that's in your sacral chakra, right? So they use these different variations of tools that's in your personal mind. And they think that some of us are still connected to that personal mind. So they keep on taking personal attacks, personal attacks, personal attacks. It's patterns. It's patterns of human behavior. I keep on trying to point these out and go back to the studies. I keep on trying to put these out and go back to the studies, but they tell on themselves. You don't have to do anything. They'll tell on themselves. That's why the insults come in. You know, that's why the insults come in. You got to pay attention to them. They're going to tell on themselves. You don't have to stoop down to their level. He thought that I was going to stoop down to his level and stay there. But when I stooped down to his level and then bounce right back up, he couldn't keep up with that. He goes into the intelligent conversation, but then he has and lacks intellect. So because he has and lacks intellect, he got to go back into the insults. Do you get what I'm saying? He's got to go back into man's carnal desires, wants of carnal flesh. The flesh is weak. And then he goes back into talking about Maggie and trying to say, oh, yeah, Maggie, how you know I don't want you? How you know I don't want to be with you? So on and so forth, right? Because these are the carnal desires. These are the things that make us weak, the flesh, right? He can't go into a higher vibration of conversation. He can't do that. That's not his realm. Oh, he might go up there for a little bit and make it seem like he's intelligent, but that's based off of information. That's based off of the information that was brought to him through the grapevine. It's not natural intelligence. It's not, you know what I mean? What? Is Reggie a rooster? Yeah, Reggie's a rooster that I gotta keep on fighting every time I go to feed the damn chickens. We gotta get rid of Reggie. Yesterday I was trying to put some water in there. As soon as I turned my back to leave, he tried to run up on me. I don't want to hurt the little feller, but he keeps on trying to hurt me. He keep on trying to hurt me. Last time he almost got out, I had to big boot him. You know, he in there doing push-ups, getting his strength up, shit, waiting for the next attack. And I gotta figure something out before we let them out. Like, I'm gonna try to let him out in the back, but if we let him out in the back and then I'm back there doing something, he might try to creep up on me. You know, might try to creep up on me. Have to watch too. He is a chicken, man. It's funny because I don't think he be going after nobody else but me and Drew so far. Well, nah. When we had the other people out here, he did get them too. Made their shin bleed. Ran them up out of there.
Now listen, Magic.
We
Okay.
gave him 12 chickens. You think he would be satisfied or at least tired out? You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't even be having the to fight. He's got 12 chickens in there. He's got to look after. You know what I mean?
Hard start out when you say you're a BBW.
Okay.
Okay, so like if I'm on your Canadian brother, if I said I like my girls BBW, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
Well, then that makes sense to me.
Okay, well, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying.
Do you like BBW? Like Ralph said, do you not need to be that tall to be in the ride?
I don't know. You tell me. How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Oh yeah, I'm taller. But yeah, nothing wrong with that.
You was 5'5", bro. A 5'4" BBW will crush your ass. She almost taller than you. If she put some heels on, she's taller than you.
Bro, why don't you go put some heels on?
Hold that up, my boy.
Bro,
you can't even
bro,
hold
why
that.
you
You know, being,
bro, can
being
you imagine
do with
without
5'4"?
your weird
You know what I can do with 5'4" at 6'5"? You know what I can do with 5'4" at 6'5"?
Get on Discord and beg for money? Would you get on Discord and beg for money? Hey, at 6'5" with 5'4", would you get on Discord and beg for money?
Hey,
Up the stuff. That's how you know. Was he in the Discord? Was dude a part of the Discord? This dude might be in the Discord. This dude might have been in the Discord.
you the one up here trying to try something new. You the one up here trying to try something new, Mister. Once you was too big for me.
Goofy. Get on Discord and beg for money with 6'5" and 5'4". Would you get on Discord?
Maggie, I want you to think about Maggie. At one point, you was too big for him, and now he.
I didn't say that. I said she can lose some weight. That's what I said previously. I didn't say she was too big. That's what I'm saying. You're not. You just hear what you hear,
Ain't it funny that he knows so much about me?
and you don't pay attention because you're a dumb.
So you want the weight, or you want her with the weight?
She's saying I have to take her as is, right? So if that's what it is, that's what it is.
You don't have to.
With the weight.
Well, that's what you said. I gotta take.
Listen to how foolish he sounds. Listen to how foolish he sounds. Come on.
You know, guy when I visit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta take her as is. That's what it is, right? You don't know nothing.
What is happening? Oh my
Hey,
God.
listen,
Okay.
listen, you the one that backed yourself in that.
I'm not a weirdo like Ralph. I don't send out dudes.
Listen to him. Listen to what he's trying to bring up. He knows so much. Y'all know. Hey man, listen, love is love. Namaste, Ashe, salutation, shalom. Always continue to do over here. And that's point out these demons.
You know, lately a nigga been fighting a whole lot of things.
A lot of shit we do gonna have consequences.
We gotta be ready for them.
Emergency. I just got out of surgery. I'm having and it won't work for me. Oh man, why'd you do that? I forgot I gotta play it out.
You know, lately a nigga been fighting a whole lot of demons. A lot of shit we do gonna have consequences, but
Told y'all that they love y'all today. Let me be the first but not the last to tell you love y'all. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. We're gonna continue to point out these things in reality, and we're gonna continue pointing out the knowledge and stuff. So, we'll be back to do a class. I gotta put some funds together for to pay for the StreamYard, so on and so forth, with the goat fence and the materials and stuff that we gotta buy out here. You know, it's it's fun, but like I said, things will keep on moving in a great direction, and we'll keep on moving with it, you know, and keep on bringing forth different variations of knowledge. We know we got to duck the bullshit. I'm just showing y'all a better way of doing it. If we link up with Trevor Green, we definitely gonna try to put something on Roku or something like that. I'm telling you, we're gonna put together like some episodes of this shit. I'm telling you, we just gonna start putting it out there, and then I'm gonna start broadcasting the station that is on, and shit, we gonna get our own channel. I promise you, once we start making enough cartoons, get a little crew together that can produce them a little bit faster, get Trevor Green and put like a 5-person crew together or something to start producing. Everybody take somebody and we start putting it on one channel and start pushing it out there as fast as possible. Start promoting it on TikTok, promoting it on Instagram, promoting it on Facebook. Man, listen, I promise you within 6 months, 8 months down the line, I promise you somebody, whether it be a Cartoon Network or somebody gonna get in contact with these characters and be like, man, you sign over the image thing so we can make this thing happen. I'm telling you, watch. I'm trying to link with Trevor Green, but I do got this going on too. But I'm telling you, if I link with doing this the right way, get the people together. He trained a couple more people on how to make the cartoons. We make somebody make the cartoons about Maggie, make somebody he continue making the cartoons about Jaguar. We put it all together and put it on a nice little, Roku network or something like that. Shit, that shit might end up on Netflix or something. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm thinking business, and you know what I mean, how to get this further, you know what I mean? If y'all want to play the game the right way. You know what I'm saying? Push it to the next level. Take it to the next level. Don't leave it where it's at. Y'all trying to reach a broader audience. Y'all trying to get more money. Stop doing it the wrong way and do it the creative way. That's what I'm saying. Stop tearing each other down to do that shit. Realize that it's for entertainment purposes. Create the cartoon, whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying, and start putting that shit on, a station, Roku. Start broadcasting that shit more, so that way people like to look at that. It's taken away from the whole feelings and hardship of it, and attach the people in that direction, and it's giving people that entertainment back, a little bit of laughter back to it. Y'all making it hard for people to live because y'all just trauma bonding, trauma bonding, trauma bonding, trauma bonding, and y'all got all these different characters, and y'all can use all these different characters because y'all know y'all not like this in real life. Y'all know y'all not like this in real life. Soon as y'all run into people in real life, the whole dynamics change. All that Tony the Tiger shit be out the window, and y'all be acting like cornflakes after that. But online, y'all these characters. So why not take the character to the next level? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all listening and I know y'all watching, Jaguar, whoever. I know y'all listening, I know y'all watching. So why keep fighting? Why not put together, and then next thing you know, we doing the voiceovers for the cartoons. I mean, we still can beef with each other on this bullshit, but why not go after some paper? Why not get some money? Do the voiceover for the cartoons, argue that shit, and still get the money. Y'all don't know how to get a bag because y'all not creators. Y'all not creatives in the mind. Y'all don't have a creative mind. That's why y'all just repeat each other. That's why it's just an echo chamber. Y'all just recycling the bullshit. It's been a whole year. It's been a whole year. I ain't see y'all upgrade on this shit, not nothing. Y'all ain't get a PC and learn how a PC work. Y'all ain't even get a laptop. Some of y'all just now getting a laptop. If this is going to be y'all craft, if this is going to be y'all business, y'all should be operating like newsrooms. Y'all should be getting up in the daytime. Y'all should go by an office building, getting up in the daytime and going to the office every day. Jumping in the shower, got the PC set up at the office, jumping up and going to work and spending 8 hours there, and then going home. This is y'all business. But some of y'all don't take yourself serious. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to get in touch with Trevor Green, but Trevor Green got a point, but then I'm a knucklehead. I don't like just going with the flow of things. Like Trevor Green got a point. He like, yo, just leave Danny Robinson alone or leave her out of it or stop saying. I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I talk to myself all the time, like, man, you could just not talk about Danny Robinson. I can't. She lied on me. I can't just fucking I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I walked away from family members, all types of stuff from people who try to, paint false narratives of me. I want people to see me for me. I ain't trying to be transparent with everybody for people to paint a negative light on me. I don't try to walk around and be as open and transparent as possible for people to keep coming along and for content purposes keep on trying to paint negative pictures on me. I ain't trying to do that. So I can't. Unless she motherfucking apologize, I can't do it. Unless she apologize, I can't do it. Um, life life happens how it happened. Nobody can really say like what's happening for or who's this, all of that stuff, but we here to experience it. But I'm saying if y'all gonna make money off of this shit, make money off of this shit. If y'all gonna push this shit out there, push this shit out there. Y'all wanna be famous with this shit, be famous with this shit. Motherfucker, I ain't trying to keep on going back and forth with y'all talking about something. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Meet up, meet up, meet up, meet up. Do this, do that. Listen, man. Where the hell is Trevor Green? You know what I'm saying? I link up with Trevor Green and turn this motherfucker into a whole cartoon with episodes. Y'all be watching this shit like Family Guy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Boondocks. You know what I'm saying? It's reality TV, but with a spin on it, it'd be so crazy. I don't think she ever said that, but I listen. I don't hold grudges or nothing like that, but I ain't going to just, it comes a time where people just gotta like, you know what I mean? If you said something wrong about somebody, and you know what I mean, and you realize like, oh shit, I was wrong, then you should be big enough, man or woman, you should be big enough to be like, you know what, I was wrong. I apologize. I was wrong. I let this narrative spin and I said it. And at that time, I thought that I was accurate with it, and I wasn't as accurate as I thought. I apologize, right? But when you operating in pride and ego, it's hard for one to say like, I could have been wrong about something or so, you know what I mean? Like, I want to deal with adults. I want to deal with people that's willing to be like, you know what, I do see that you doing this. Like, I'm not about to keep on trying to jump through loops to try to prove something to them or so on and so forth. That's why we just moved on with operation. And I'm not about to operate in fear because somebody created a fucked up scenario on a scenario that wasn't supposed to, you know what I mean? Because think about it. Before that, we was already supposed to be out here at where we at right now. We were already out here with my son and shit, right? So we was already supposed to be out here before they even did the bullshit. So, maybe the time was off, everything happens for a reason or whatever the case may be, but we back where we were supposed to be before that bullshit happened, right? So we still showing our same operation. So why wouldn't someone say, you know what, shit, maybe we was wrong? Why wouldn't somebody say that? You know what I mean? Think about it. She called Rex. Y'all remember? She called Rex on the phone and played it. The same place that I'm out right now. She called. Oh, I'm gonna call his future place, right? She called him. She didn't know this was family. She didn't even know who Rex was. She thought that was just another place that I found online or something. And she called him. Why ain't nobody calling her out on the bullshit? Why ain't nobody calling her out on the bullshit? That she called this man on the phone and tried to put a stain on my name. And Rex didn't know what she was talking about because Rex didn't know nothing about Shar. I came out here with me and my son. Rex like, what? I don't know nothing about. Why? Because she was bringing some bullshit from the internet into my real life for content. And y'all don't think that should be apology should be in order or anything? Okay, if y'all say so.
Emergency. I just got out of surgery. With my heart and it won't work.
I did some shit in my past and it's cursing me.
Curse. Oh, I want to right there. Toxic on the breath for me.
I'm sipping this Henny, draining it, they helping me. My nigga going against the grain and that's just stressing me. Pray to God that God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the game. He paid the price.
I was young in the rest for the money. My uncle for baby
Saved my life.
that she can say tonight.
If you want to lick shit, we can get rich shit. We can get paid tonight. Nigga.
Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money. Everybody for this shit.
Everybody want the money, but don't want to go down, down, down.
Put it in to get it, but we ain't gonna go out. Gotta think about it.
187. The nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven.
I chop that shit over.
Fight my demons, fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons, fight mine.
It's me against these demons.
Me against these demons. Whoa, I'm fighting these demons up in the ghosts. I'm fighting these demons up on the ropes. They give me the beam. Get hit. That money be green. I'm looking so clean and they choke. Remember that me they choke. Gave him the ball and nigga they choke. No Pope. My niggas follow me like the Pope.
I stand up and step by the customer. They said this place for the compliment. I see your dead homie on the company. Bitch, fake competent. Don't want to hit it. shit. I gotta kill shit.
Legally militant.
I can get ignorant. We like niggas do silly shit. We get to drilling shit. Guilty and innocent.
Don't give a fuck about bystander.
I can pull up in a
Highlander. Don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go. You'll do anything to get it, but when you gonna go after it? 187. And you don't know if you gonna go to heaven. Fight my demons, fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons, fight my demons, fighting my.
It's me against the
Me against these demons. Hey man, love is love. Namaste, I say, salutations, shalom, peace.